This is for the nerds, this is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me, you not gonna do nothing, you are not above me, I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Only Friends podcast. This is episode number 53 and the final episode without the kitty corner, without Melissa Poo-Dog Schubert. Yeah. She's back from Barcelona this evening. She'll be right back in that chair tomorrow because the grind don't stop. We're here every single day. I saw the comments were complaining. No. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's literally the ad that plays before you sports bet. Like it's literally, I'm pretty sure that's like the DraftKings. Like,
no, unfortunately, it's not, because if it was, we'd be getting sponsored. It was our ad.
We do need that DK sponsorship. Saw the comments yesterday complaining nobody's updating us on Melissa. What's going on with Melissa? How dare they not tell us what Melissa's doing in Barcelona? We don't fucking know.
I know. She'll say it herself.
Just fucking do a commentary, man.
He was trapped.
He was on the hunt.
She was what?
He was on the hunt for a European man.
She's just looking. Just browsing.
Browsing.
If you don't have an accent, you're drawn dead.
Yep.
All you Americans, you're fucked.
Yep.
Sorry. Hate to break it to you. It's over for you. Melissa's found her new home in Spain. Who knew? Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that, about her trip whenever she gets back. She has some news to divulge. I won't spoil it for her. As far as things for us to discuss today, there's a little bit on the menu. The other half of the kitty corner not here today for good reason.
Yes.
Young Landon Tice won his shootout table.
Let's go, Landon.
Won the
just a small clap. It's only one table.
Yeah, it's
we'll
only
give him a
one
bigger
table.
clap when
it's
he
a
wins
big
the
min
day.
cash. It's 4x min cash.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice. He won the battle of the chairs. He had decided that as he knocked people out, he was going to eliminate a chair. That's his new day one attire.
I said he can't. He has to be sleeveless on all day ones. Yeah, from here on out.
We talked about it. He was a little unsure, and I think Chin really got to him whenever he had the full button up on. Yeah, and Chin was like, "You think that's gonna help you on day one?"
Right.
And I kind of agree. I was like, "Look, man, you got to pace yourself. Okay, we have to have day one outfits, and we're gonna play more day ones than anything else. So it has to be the most basic outfits."
I mean, the arms look good. The gym's been helping him. His arms are looking really good.
Kid's grinding, man. Yeah, I gotta tell you, my first World Series, I was not waking up at 7 a.m. every day to go to the gym.
Every day, I opened up Instagram and there he is, 7 a.m. ready to go.
Yeah. I muted it. What?
I'm in my car and he walks outside. He's like ready to fucking go every day. Has the AirPods in, just pumped.
Yeah, Landon's on that pre WSOP grind, just hitting the gym, eating right, hitting the sauna.
It's not gonna help.
Getting ready. Conrad's in his car smoking a blunt.
I bet you Conrad wins more.
What? We all get ready our own different ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell you.
Right.
Conrad's a favorite.
Landon leaves to go to the gym. Conrad's in his car smoking a blunt. Landon gets back from the gym. Conrad's in his car smoking a blunt.
Yeah, don't judge me, man. We all prepare differently.
See, if you say it the right way, though, like Conrad's out there waking up early, grinding up all his weed, he's rolling his blunt, smoking it, getting high,
right,
putting it down, smoking it again. If I say it like that and just say Landon's going to the gym, it doesn't sound as good.
Yeah,
that's true.
You got to really.
Conrad came in the house today.
How you sell it.
Exactly.
Conrad came in the house today with a garbage bag full of weed. it had to be no less than 30 pounds of weed.
It was nowhere
near. At some point,
this skinny dude's struggling to lift this much weed.
This guy is out
at some point they think you're a seller. You know that, right? At some point, it's not personal consumption. At some point, they're like,
Conrad's his own dispensary, man. He comes in like Santa Claus, like with this knapsack of weed that he just flings over his shoulder.
You gotta buy in bulk, bro.
Santa Claus is
cheaper
weed.
in bulk.
Yeah, he just goes to like the Costco of weed stores.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. And, it's just for me. What can I say? I don't sell weed.
It's like the Snoop Dogg of poker.
That's hard to do. It's hard to be the Snoop Dogg of poker. I mean, like, weed is not exactly a random occurrence in this industry.
I'm just saying, he's lit.
All the time.
Is this why everybody's friends with Conrad?
Everybody's friends with Snoop.
That's what I'm saying.
Who has enemies with Snoop? It's just like, I remember when Snoop got on the stage and he's like, y'all don't got no love for the West Coast. I remember that shit.
Then people died.
Yeah. That's what happens sometimes. Those were some times.
That's just what happens, you know? Sometimes that happens. Do you guys know that they're making a documentary about Ivy?
I do now.
Yo, that's 2 documentaries going on at the same time.
What's the other one? Oh, the Doyle one.
Doyle one.
Yeah.
I knew because of Triton. He was doing that stuff during Triton. But yeah.
How much do you think they paid him?
Are they interlaced somehow?
No. Poker Kings is doing the Doyle doc.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure who's doing this one. Andre's saying it has something to do with Triton. It's
No. When when I was at
they
Triton,
were filming there.
there was stuff going on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe they are intertwined. It could be possible. Could be possible it's the same doc, and it's just about both of them.
It could be kind of the, you know how they do like 2 people in one thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little interesting. It's what I think about it. I feel like it's due. It's about time, like that. You have some showcase of Ivy. You know, the only real deep dive that ever went into Ivy was with the court case. That's pretty much the first time we saw him talking, like, you know, on E60. And yeah, I mean, I'm curious about the Tropicana nights at AC, sleeping under the boardwalk, no home Jerome.
I feel like he's a tough interview, man.
He's the toughest interview. But
yeah.
Because it's so hard to get things out of him. But every time you do get things out of him, it is a really interesting story. For example, he learned how to play cards from his grandfather that used to cheat him. Like, his grandfather used to cheat him. And then they used to play cards that he would always lose. And so that's how he became dark side right away. He was like immediately.
He was born into the dark side.
Yeah, he was just born in it.
Yeah.
Like right away. Like, you're 5 years old, you're playing cards, you're getting cheated. You never look back.
He can spot the hustle now. That's a good life lesson in there somewhere.
That's what I'm trying to say. And then, of course, I want to hear, you know, the story of, you know, when the corporation was down infinite to Andy Beal, they put in Phil Ivey, and then it was just a skyrocket ship to the top. Like, that's really interesting to me because they were buried.
I'm shocked that hasn't been turned into a movie yet. The book that was written about the corporation versus Andy Beal was the professor, the professor, the banker, and the Suicide King.
Yeah.
Really fascinating book. If you haven't read it, it does a great job of detailing what that time frame was like. That was one of the biggest things. I get it was pre-boom, but imagine if that were to happen now. Like, there were details in the book saying that like Vegas poker rooms were shut down because everybody had pooled their money.
Yeah.
Right? So it'd be like the equivalent now of like an Alec Gores showing up saying he wanted to play Heads Up No Limit Hold'em, but he wanted to play like 10K, 20K.
Yeah.
And he was willing to take on these 5 pros, right?
Yeah.
Like
Matt Berkey.
Yeah, Roble, whatever. Like, so the 5 of us get to pool our money. And back then, nobody had $100 million, right? So it was like literally the entire community just had a piece. Like, we're all on State Kings now. We're like, yo, trying to get this Heads Up match versus Alec Gores off the ground.
No,
maybe it's happened. Maybe that's why he's selling his house.
We're raising $100 million.
The wild part is that they lost the first round. Like, the first round went to Andy Beal, and then Andy Beal went back to Texas, and they were like, "Fuck, what are we gonna do?" And we dropped our first F-bomb. All right.
No, I already dropped a couple.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so it's just switch. All right, so yeah, they lost the first round, and then they were all like regathering their funds and all that stuff, expanding the group. and then he came back, and then history's history. But yeah, that's a wild story, man. That's a wild story. I'm sure it's going to be included because it's one of Ivey's biggest moments that people don't realize is one of his biggest moments.
Yeah, it wasn't televised.
Right.
That's why
it was massive for him.
I'm shocked, though, that this hasn't translated into an on-screen movie. Because, like, the book is written well enough. Have you ever read any of, like, Michael Lewis's books, like Moneyball or The Blind Side? All of those translated into movies because he's such a phenomenal storyteller, but also just the details of the story themselves lend themselves to a cinematic performance, right?
Right.
It's kind of the same thing with this. This is like, I know we've all been clamoring for the Queen's Gambit in poker, and I think maybe we're overlooking the fact that we already have that story.
Yeah.
In a big way, right? Because when it's told retroactively, like as a flashback, and now we get to see what it translated into, all of the people that were involved are some of the
biggest names.
Well,
some of the biggest names.
Some of the biggest. Some have obviously fallen off. But the point of the fact of the matter is, like, Daniel Negreanu and Phil Ivey were born out of that challenge, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
And the Brunsons were like immortalized out of that challenge.
Right. A lot of money was made. The Jennifer Harmon was in there. Ted Forrest. Excuse me. And you know how Ted Forrest got a seat, right?
No.
Bro, so Ted Forrest, it was heads up. But at the time, you couldn't shut people out. So he would take the third seat like an asshole.
Okay.
And then they were like, no, you can't play. He's like, yeah, I'm playing. And then he won like a match.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, then they were pissed. And they were like, fine, you're in. Like, so then they had to put him in because he would just sit.
Yeah.
That's annoying as shit.
Wow, how rich was he?
He had like New York banking money behind him.
That makes sense.
They were like, okay, well.
So he's like Ralph Wong. Now.
I don't know. I don't know who's who out there.
Or like Knock.
Yo, where does Knock get all this money, man? God damn, bro. I swear to God.
What do you mean, where does he get all this money? He's been doing laps around the Bellagio since 2008.
Holy shit,
He has never missed a good game in his life.
I've never seen anyone just like, he's a legend. But goddamn, he's the first person when I played 1020 at Bellagio, the first person that I sat and I'm like, who is this? And Berkey's like, that's fucking Knock. He has a picture of himself somewhere in this place. He's like, he has a statue of him, bro.
Bro, he's played every good game to ever run in Las Vegas, Nevada, and he's dated every cocktail waitress to ever serve at the Bellagio. Like, no joke, if you see Knock at the Venetian, it's because he's playing 1-2 with a cocktail waitress. Always. That's the only reason he ever shows up to that casino.
That's how I met him at the Wynn.
Wynn, yeah.
It's wild, man. This guy, I've never seen somebody wear a hole in the carpet, like just walking the room looking for the best spots. He's just notorious for it. He's the best game selector in the history of poker.
He is the best game. Now that I realize it, every time Knock is in the game, I always thought, I think Knock plays tough. But generally, every time Knock was in the game, I thought the game was good because of Knock. But now I realize the game is good because Knock picks the game that's good.
Yeah, that's facts.
Oh,
This guy don't sleep.
No, he don't sleep, bro.
See, you try to work it in shifts. You're like, yeah, I go to that late shift, man. I get there around 1 a.m. and I pick him up. Nah, it ain't like that. He has like the alerts, like back in the online days, like you are in danger comes online and all of a sudden an alert just pops off. You wake up from a cold sleep. You're like, I'm in.
You're in danger.
That's how he rolls, man.
Those brothers were good, bro.
No, I know.
The Dang brothers were good.
No, obviously I'm fucking
People
with
don't
them.
know who You're in Danger is in the chat.
They're strong. Man, there was some. I don't know why it was in my head for a reason. There was something about the Dang brothers that recently was being done. I don't think it was a documentary, but man, maybe it was like some sort of small piece on old school online poker. I can't remember, but I was either reading or watching something recently.
Who are the Dang brothers?
The Dang brothers were the first people.
They were goat heads up.
They were the first people to 3-bet. Like literally the first people to 3-bet. There was two camps of people that 3-bet. Raptor and the Dang brothers. Raptor, if you watch one of Raptor's old videos, He's like, if you're the button, you just 3-bet. It doesn't matter what you have. He just 3-bets, ace 3 off, whatever. He's just 3-bet. Or he wins.
Oh, the store problem will do that back then.
Yeah, it was like 2000. Like, who knows?
Yeah, they
That's how
were
Jai
like
killed it.
they were like 2 of the first that got really good at heads up. Made a bunch of money, and then I think opened a restaurant in Seattle.
Shit, that must be worth
They just-
millions now.
Exited clean.
You know, I don't know if it was like 4 or 5 years ago, a photo surfaced of Todd Brunson playing Beal at Bellagio.
Oh no, I didn't know. I know they still play a lot.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what regularly would be constituted as any longer, but
Like
I know
once
that
every 2 years or something.
it was more frequent than that for a
Oh,
while.
wow.
Maybe less now that Doyle's getting up in age and Todd's not exactly a young man either. I don't even know how old Andy is, but he can't be young either.
Yeah.
Andy Beal came into town. This must have been like 6 or 7 years ago. Came to the Wynn and just sat a 5-10 game with like him and a couple of his buddies, and they all sat 100K deep and lost.
Knock was there.
Lost. Knock
Knock was definitely there, man.
He just had to be there. But yeah, they like dusted like hundreds of thousands in this 5-10 game. It's weird, like those little windfalls. People don't know how much that matters, right? Like
No, it's
when you're
so
just right
true.
place, right time, like you're just a random 5-10 grinder at the Wynn that day, and Andy Beal takes a seat.
That's what happened to me. I was a random 5-10 grinder, and then this Russian lady shows up.
That's a different story.
No, but it changed everything. It's just like, hello, the golden goose is here.
So you still working for her?
Some things happened,
I know something's happened.
but
She got the little the Soto charm, huh?
look, she was very charming.
Landon's in the chat. Bro, she murdered me.
She said Merc landed hard.
Yeah, because he's an asshole. I put him in. I was like, all right, sit this game. She's in the game. She doesn't want to play against me, and then he doesn't even sell me a piece.
Wow.
No wonder he got wrecked.
Yep. He did get wrecked. His Kings got cracked by the 4-3 off.
Yeah, he got wrecked. How do I not get a piece? Like, I gave you the spot. He deserved it.
He didn't know yet.
Yeah, he didn't know yet. Now he knows. He's better. He's a better person now.
I did really well in those Lana games.
Hey, don't say the names, man.
Why? She's in jail.
This is how we get killed, bro. Now all of a sudden,
I gotta
people
tell you,
come
I
out-
don't think she was all that linked up, man. When the story details released that she was like a dealer from Talking Stick, just on the run of a lifetime.
Oh man.
You know, I don't think we got a whole lot to worry about the Ukrainian mob coming after us.
Scared now. Fuck, man.
I got you to work those dark side
Ivy?
channels.
Ivy got our back.
He's dark.
No,
side.
I am excited to see Ivy. I mean, obviously, we're all gonna watch, right? You think it's gonna be like where do you think it'll be released? Like gonna be like a YouTube, a Netflix, a movie?
I don't even know what's correct.
It'd be
these
great
days.
if it was Netflix, obviously, just for the exposure.
Yeah, it would be really good if it were Netflix. Man, I'm just really hung up on the idea of seeing a motion picture of the Professor, the Banker, and the Suicide King.
Let's do it.
No,
We've done it before.
no.
Pigtails will do it.
It would take tens of millions of dollars to do correctly. But I think it would be super dope. Even if it just ended up being like a Netflix series, I think it would be. Actually, I think that's probably the best version of it. 'Cause
Netflix series.
It's not
Yeah.
something that you just tell in like 90 minutes.
Mhm.
It's way better. It's like a Queen's Gambit type format. I think that would be really sick.
Yeah, it would be nice.
In other news, the prettiest man in poker that isn't Patrick Antonius won
Wow.
another bracelet yesterday.
They just put him
Good for
number
him.
2.
Yeah, that's
Melissa's
fair.
not
I
here
think
to correct
it's
me.
Probably fair.
Jeremy Ausmus picks up bracelet number 4.
Is that Hall of Fame? People were saying Hall of Fame.
Wow. Might be. He's old enough. He's 42, I believe. Qualifies. Nobody can make the Hall of Fame anymore. It's
Really?
impossible. It's literally impossible.
Because they only put like 2 people in.
One person every year.
One person every
One
year?
person. Bro, there are guys from like the fucking 80s that haven't made the Hall of Fame yet that probably deserve to get in there because they're on the waiting line.
Why only one? Trying to keep it exclusive as
Well,
possible?
because at one point there was only 100 poker players.
Yeah, but they can change the rules.
They should change the rules now. Like
Really?
the people.
Only one?
Huh?
Are you sure?
One.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Geez, the NFL puts in what, 4 or 5 every year?
The NBA
More.
puts in way too many. Hall of Fame poker entry.
Yeah, like Savage has been up for nomination for like the last decade.
He should be in.
He's drawing dead. He's literally drawing dead.
Yeah.
Mattisau's drawing dead. Like these guys can never get in. The wait list is so fucking long. And I mean,
who deserves it the most that's not in?
I don't know yet.
I can't even. I honestly don't even like know
too
who
many.
is in and
Yeah.
who's not.
Yeah.
But I just know that my generation is very quickly turning 40, and it's like,
Only
You have to be 40. That's the age limit.
yeah. So it's like, there are a lot of people from the Grounders generation that probably deserve to get in there and aren't yet, and then guys like Savage that had major impact on the industry. He's not in yet. Probably doesn't have a shot.
Only one person. Crazy.
So like when the Gelfons of the world and the Robles of the world start turning 40, they're not that far away. They're mid-30s now. We have maybe what, 4 or 5 years. These guys should be first ballot guys.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So from 2014, it was Daniel, Jennifer Harmon, John Jawanda, Todd Brunson, Carlos Mortensen, Devilfish, Ivy 2017, Maury Escandani 2018. So there's a chance Maury got in. John Hennigan 2018, Chris Moneymaker 2019. So now 2019, there was 2. So David Oppenheim and Moneymaker got in 2019. They probably just didn't want to leave Moneymaker out. You
Yeah.
have to put him in, right? I guess.
That's weird. I wonder if,
Huck C 2020 and Ellie Alezra 2021.
yeah. And I'm not even sure like who's on
I'm
the
not sure
ballot.
who,
I know
I'm not
Savage
sure who
was,
got off, who got snubbed.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know.
a lot of people get snubbed.
Yeah, it's just tough because like one of the qualifiers is that like they're quote unquote still relevant and still able to compete at a high level or whatever. But like that's just not going to be true of. That's not going to be true of a lot of people very soon.
So let me tell you the 2021 class, right? So I always mess up his name, but Isaiah from PokerStars,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
founder,
yeah.
right? Mouth, Lane Flack, The Grinder, Elke, Antonio Spendiari, Chris Ferguson will never get it. Todd Forrest and Ellie Alezra.
Ted Forrest.
Yes, sorry, Ted Forrest.
Okay, so there you go. That's a long list of guys. So like Antonio's a great example. Definitely a Hall of
Spendiari
Famer.
was like, right.
Yeah,
He's the one that stood out on that list, I think, to me, that probably be
he definitely
the front
pops on the
runner.
list, right?
Yeah.
There was another one earlier that you said.
Isai.
Isai.
for sure.
Isai for sure.
Has to. How does he? He has to get in,
But
but he might not.
He can't. Like, look at this list.
But Maury got it.
Yeah, but
That was a couple years ago, whatever.
Yeah,
It depends what class you're in.
well, I don't know. All I know is that we're getting much closer to like the Gelfons of the world being 40, and that's my whole point. But Esfandiari is a good example in the sense that like he's for sure a Hall of Famer,
Right.
but with every year that passes, he's going to become less and less relevant to poker because like he's just not in it, right?
Yeah.
And Mercier is a good example,
Yeah, I was
right? Like
thinking him too.
he
yeah.
100% should be a Hall of Famer, but how the hell is he ever going to get in?
Right.
Whenever there's still this entire backlog of guys from Mattisau era.
I think you have to get in right away.
I think they'll eventually change it where they let more in because they're just gonna have to, right? It's just like because the list of people that should be in that aren't is gonna keep growing. Right?
Sure.
It's just gonna get bigger and bigger till there'll be like an outcry, be like, okay, like let's let 5 in a year. Or something reasonable.
Well, the longer they wait, the more of these people will be. I know who stood out. Lane Flack.
Oh yeah, Lane Flack.
How is he not going to get in? He just passed.
I don't know enough about Lane. I just know he was like a super
Back
legend.
to back Flack, baby.
Oh, I know. I heard. I heard of the legend of Lane Flack, but yeah, I don't know enough about him. But I know he played a lot of poker.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Like this isn't for me to decide. And
It's for us to have the conversation.
yeah, but I guess what I was getting at is like the longer that they wait to expand the hall, the longer that list is going to be, and the more people will be dead by the time they're indicted.
That was such a happy sentence.
Well, it's just true, and that in of itself kind of makes it meaningless. Like, put me in some sort of like.
You want your flowers when you're alive, is what you're saying, right?
I'm saying that like this isn't something that I personally would put a lot of importance on to begin with, but I'd certainly it won't matter if you do it when I'm dead.
Yeah. The man wants his flowers, bro.
No, it's not that. It's like I'm not gonna have any kids there. I'm not gonna have like my family's gonna be dead by then too. You know, like what the fuck does it matter? It may as well just be an updated Wikipedia page.
I think if we hit, God damn. I think if we hit like 300 episodes, Berk, you might get in the Hall of Fame.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
All right, so 500.
If we get 500 likes, if we get 500 likes, Berkey's in the Hall of Fame. Like, please.
I think it's going to be very difficult moving forward to, like for this next up and coming generation. I think it's going to be incredibly difficult for anybody who's not playing super high rollers to have a shot.
Okay, 2022's class includes, well, there's no like actual nominations yet, but they were looking ahead. It's going to include Zeno and Brian Rast.
Okay, Rast I think is a clear Hall of Famer. Zeno
I don't think makes it yet. I don't love Zeno, but not close, I think. Right?
Yeah,
I think there are so many people ahead of Rast. He's just so young still. And this is, I think, what you were referring to.
His resume's sick, though.
Yeah.
No, I recognize that too. But there's one person every single year. There's a lot more influx of new candidates and not enough like die out as well. So that pool just keeps growing and growing and growing.
How many chances do you get before you're just off the ballot?
I think it's unlimited.
Oh, okay. Because I think in baseball,
like baseball?
It's 7 years in baseball.
You get 7 years and you're off the ballot. But it's like
7 years and you have to maintain X% of the vote.
So yeah, it sucks in poker because you're just there unlimited until you get in.
Correct. It's so hard.
Baseball kind of does it right though. Like they let the writers choose, so it's not.
So we should.
It's not limited to like X amount of people per year. It's you have to acquire 90% of the vote or 75. I think you have to acquire over 70% to stay on the ballot and over 90% to get in. I'm not positive of those, but it's something within that realm.
Do you think it should be who picks who gets in poker?
Good question. I think like right now fans nominate, but I don't know who the actual board is that selects.
It's just like Jack Eiffel says, you're in. like he's
golden ratio.
But yeah, that's like a really good example. Is like I think
golden ratio of who gets in.
I think that there's a strong argument for Lane Flack to get in, especially given that he just passed and there's a lot of sentiment around it. But like if you compare his resume to Brian Rast, it's wiffle ball compared to the majors.
Yeah.
Right. It's like Rast's resume is insane. And I mean, some of that is born off of, again, bigger buy-ins. And like that's going to be the issue moving forward is that a guy like Darren Elias is going to struggle compared to when you compare resumes with a super high roller. But like what he's done is probably more impressive.
Online guys just never get in. Like how does OTB Red Baron not in the Hall of Fame?
They just can't. There's like, yeah, of course. That's why I said like moving forward, like post the Moneymaker era, those generations to follow are going to be impossible unless they're personality. So like Polk will have a shot because he turned himself into a public persona. But like his competitors from that time frame just really won't.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was saying. OTB, like OTB not getting in is like insane.
Well, OTB now is comparable to like Durr when he was 30. It's like, yeah, there's been a short window of time where he's dominated.
He was dominant.
Yeah. And so was Durr, though.
You know the rumor? I don't know. Obviously, this is like folklore, but they're like, if OTB is sitting in a 6-max game, all other 5 players are losing. Yeah. Like, that's how good he was.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true. I don't even know if that's mathematically possible, but it was a good story.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's too tight of a window. And that I guess you can make the argument of like, well, if you're that big of a name and that good at your craft, you'll find a way to grow beyond that. So like a Makita is a good example, right? He was super sick online and now he transitioned into high rollers. So basically like high rollers will be the path to the Hall of Fame in the future, I think.
Yeah, and Makita's part of the clan, you know. He is, bro. He's one of the gods.
Why is he dark side?
I can't explain everything to you.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. If anybody's Well, he wouldn't be dark side. He would just be legendary. But Trueteller with his, he should get in just for the chat of I'm gonna need a break versus I think he was playing.
His chat log.
He does ACR security
it was
now.
So epic. Yeah, I forget which one it was. Was it Nanonoko?
Yeah, Nanonoko.
Yeah.
He was playing Nanonoko heads up, and he's like, I'm gonna need like a 20-minute break, and he's like, oh, come on, like let's just play a little bit longer. He's like, there's a bear in my house.
Fucking. Where's he from?
Russia.
There's a bear in my.
That's fucking great. That's
I don't know if anybody knows if it's true or not either. We just all kind of accepted that, like, yeah, that's plausible. Yeah.
Who makes that shit up?
Right.
How do you?
Who has time to type it out?
Yeah.
Those people are. No, them Russians are. They don't care, bro. They're like, oh, hold on, I need a second. They're just like mad calm, like the bears right there. He's like, I've seen this before.
Going through the garbage.
Right now, we are the kings of tangents. This was supposed to be about the Phil Ivey story. We're on the Hall of Fame.
We are
the
the
Russian
It all
Bears.
connects.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Russian Bears with Nanonoko is the same as Phil. It's like, how did we do that?
There.
Oh, there's the chat.
It's all connected.
There's the chat.
I don't want to wait 30. A bear is running around my house. How will I play? What do you mean by bear? A dog? A brown one. A bear. I live in Russia. Nananoko's line of questioning is so ridiculous. You can own bears there? It's like, nah, man, I left the meat out.
Jesus. Nanonoko, man.
I hope it was a total troll, but like even if it weren't, actually if it weren't, it's probably even better. Day number 2 of you guys all being absolutely fucked. Ian, my man, the dark horse, chip leading deuce to 7, 1500.
Oh,
That's right.
it's gonna get.
Ian O'Hara,
We're all
my
done
man,
now. He's leading the chip, leading the.
picked him up for
7.
like $4. He's gonna mash. Second in chips.
How many left?
Second in chips. Brandon Shack Harris.
Oh yes, everybody but Landon
okay.
has him. Let's fucking go.
Oh damn it! That doesn't help. That doesn't help me at all because Landon's team's so far ahead.
We just
Can't
only
catch
want to
him.
beat Landon though.
Well, none of us are going to beat Landon.
I don't
He's
have.
going to win.
I
What
don't
are you talking
have.
about?
I just want to beat
I don't have
someone else in
Brandon.
this
You just
room.
relax.
I don't have Brandon.
I'm right behind him.
Listen, I just want to beat someone in this room so I don't have to wear full makeup for a day.
Wait, that's a thing.
122 people left. in this
Oh
game.
wait,
Look, there's infinite people left, but let's talk about Ian. He's very likable.
He's good.
Ian's the fucking man.
Ian's awesome, man. Like Ian's really good at poker, but also he's a super likable guy, and he he invited us to Florida to his game and stuff. Like
Yeah, that was. I got in that game. It was no fun.
no, not that time. He has another game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the first time.
I like shimmied my way into this 50-100 game, and the guy that they were building around was blacked out drunk and just like yelling obscenities the entire time. I'm just like, is this
he
a
Cuban?
thing? Yeah, he was
Well, you didn't understand. what
wearing
he was saying.
a Marlins jersey, repping the city. You know,
Yeah, bro, that's good.
it was not fun. I did not have a good time.
Did you
All
win?
right.
Did you win?
No, I fucking ran into quads. I had a good hand. I don't remember what I had.
Probably top boat. That's how you were running
probably.
those days.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't win on the road, man.
You had a Ferrari. How
I
rich
borrowed
are
a
you,
Ferrari. You can borrow anything. Ask Conrad.
Borrow.
He just borrowed a Santa Claus sack of weed. Oh, don't worry, you'll get this back.
Man,
Fell off a truck.
how nice is it to just have enough collateral to borrow Ferraris?
Yep.
Fucking rich.
No, you just
Collateral,
know.
you just
You
need
just, you just
insurance.
know the right people.
Yeah.
Yesterday before Berkey leaves here, he's like, "Man, you really shouldn't late reds the shootout unless you're rich." I was like, "What are you doing today?" Late reds in the shootout. 'Cause I'm rich.
you late. You went so late they locked you out.
Yep.
It was sold out. I didn't realize it sold out. I forgot that they cap it at 1,000.
That
I can't
used to
remember
be the
about that
case,
too.
right? Remember they used to like you. It was just
Oh, you used to sell
unlimited.
out like no. It used to
There's
sell
always-
out like days ahead of time.
Did it
The
really?
shootouts used to be super fucking popular.
But remember, like it was never like exactly like 3 tables near the final
Well,
table.
what would
Before, like,
happen-
they get down to like
What would happen is if it sold under 1,000, then sometimes they would have advance. Like, they've done a bunch of different
where
structures.
you get down to 16 people and you play it out, something like that.
Well, sometimes they would advance like 3 people from day one, and then try to correct it into like a 100-man field on day 2. And then there have been other years where you still just played down to a winner, and then day 2 was like 4-handed. And then there was one year in particular where maybe they exuded the cap because day 3 ended up being a multi-table shootout. It was like 3 tables or something like that. Something happened where they fudged the numbers.
Yeah.
Either they lifted the cap.
I mean, I think
or-
it's perfect how they do it now, right? It's like
cap
1,000
it.
people, you play a 10-handed sit and go, play a 10-handed sit and go, and then you play a 10-handed sit and go.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
For the OCD people out there, it's so nice and clean. You
I'm
know?
always for expansion. So
Yeah,
it's just
of
like
course.
if you could get 2,000 people.
10,000, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Might
I
take
mean,
too long, bro.
it's weird because like it'd be nice
4 days.
if you could
3
get
days.
2,000 people, then it would be nice to just do that. But then you're gonna have to play a 2-table shootout on the final day.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how they actually. That's doable. You just play, yeah, that's super doable. You would just play 2 10-handed sit and goes and the top 5 advance. That's fine.
Yeah.
Should they do one where it's like
Now the
something,
prize pool's double.
something where it's like winner take all?
No.
Just
Nobody
something.
will play it.
Yeah, somebody. What? There's mad
when I
DJs
say
that will
nobody,
play a
I
winner
mean,
take all
like-
something, bro.
It would be a small field. There's not enough sickos out there. There's sickos out there, but not
Berkey's
enough.
gonna be like, yeah, this is
Berkey
what I
will.
need. There is no ICM. Fuck that.
That's why shootouts are
BB
nice.
everything.
No, that's why
That's true.
shootouts are great. There's no ICM.
What I'm saying, you'll play.
You just
You'll
get to
be
show
in.
up and try to win all the chips.
If they tell
Yeah.
you like, Berkey, there's no more ICM ever again.
I never
You're like,
belie-
sign
hey.
me up.
hey, I never believed in ICM to begin with, buddy.
Yo, fuck ICM, bro. That shit's annoying as hell.
It's a myth. Don't tell me I can't play hands on the bubble. I'm a middle stack.
Just straight up. It's like, oh, yeah, no, you can't bust
You've
here
torched
'cause that
so
guy
much
has-
money on the
That
bubble.
guy has 10 bigs and you have 20. Got a full ace queen. Like, suck. I almost said it.
I can't do it. I can't do it. They're good hands, man. It's hard to get good hands. Like, just because we're at a certain phase of the tournament doesn't mean I'm not going to play good hands.
Yeah, you have 20 bigs, the other guy has 7, and you know the chip leader just shoves into you, and you're just like, oh,
It's so funny.
cold.
We did a Poker Out Loud season of bubble play, just like testing tournament formats.
Yeah.
And I told myself like I was going to adhere to the rules. I was going to play. Like ICM was a big thing, and then we were doing like a main event bubble simulation, and it was taking so long.
Yeah.
And I was like, we were playing 6-handed, and I think I was like either 4 of 6 or 5 of 6, and it folded to Chewy in the small blind, who was chip leading, and he rips, and I have King 8 suited, and I go, I think this is a punt call.
Couldn't take it anymore.
It's
I'm
a
telling
good
you.
hand.
If you want to see that hand, you can go to sulfurY.io and sign up.
He had Jack 10. I didn't win.
That's why you fold.
I know, that's the crazy thing.
Season
is
4,
that
by the
like
way,
every time that you say like, I think this is an ICM punt, but like it's for sure making chips, and you call it off, you're right. You're right. Like you always have the best hand. Always, always, always. And you never win that pot. You just are not going to ship it. You're absolutely getting punished for making the ICM error. ICM gods are real, man.
Literally, the only time I've seen you play ICM well was in the Super High Roller Bowl. That was literally the
I
only time.
ripped on the bubble. It was
Wait, you ripped on the bubble?
on the
They didn't-
stone bubble.
They
I-
didn't report that.
Yeah, on the stone bubble, there were 7 left. I limped ace queen from the cutoff.
Oh, okay, but that's a good hand. And Dan Smith had king queen.
Yeah, Bryn completed the small blind with deuces. Dan Smith then 5x'd out of the big with
Yeah.
king queen, and I smashed it.
Yeah, that's a good play though.
No,
I
it's
think.
not. It was losing like 200K in ICM.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta play. This is why I think winner take all fits you, man. You
Yeah.
gotta be the first one in there.
You want to know why I did that? Because I knew I didn't have the heart to raise fold ace queen. So I was like, if I min raise here and Dan Smith shoves,
What were you supposed to do? Limp call?
no, you're supposed to raise fold according to ICM.
Okay. But did you guys input limp ranges? It seems hard, right?
Yeah, it seems hard. I don't know.
I don't know.
But like the way the table was set up, I was 6 of 7 or 5 of 7, and Hellmuth. Yeah, I think I was 5 of 7. Hellmuth was 6 of 7 with like one fewer blind, and the short stack was.
The shortest stack was either Dan Shack or Eric Seidel.
Yeah, I think it was Shaq. So it was 3 of us in a row, and then 1, 2, and 3 in chips were directly to my left.
Yeah, I remember that.
So when
That
it falls
was a
to me in the
tough spot.
cutoff, it's just like, well, I'm gonna get messed with here every single time.
Yeah.
And like knowing what I know now, I think I would just raise call off. But I don't know that Dan would even jam.
He might not even jam king queen.
Like now, I don't think he would jam. He would probably just like call and then just mess with me post flop.
Yeah, I think limp. I don't know.
Whatever.
Too many
I was
iterations.
creative, man. It's like I'm not trying to get in these ICM streets. I just know ace queen's a good hand, and if I can find a way to be all in with it pre-flop, where I'm not open jamming. Actually, open jamming probably made the most money in that spot, which is really trash.
Really sad.
I mean, open jamming 18 with ace queen just to pick up 2.5 and still be 5 of 7 is not exactly a great.
Feels like you chose the best path, Berk.
That's right. He almost called.
I know, that was weird.
He ended up bubbling anyway. I wish he would have called.
Yeah.
He probably wishes he would have called too. There's at least 30% chance that I would have been the
He
one
got
on the
bubbled
bubble.
real nasty too.
So nasty. Set over set by.
Y'all can watch it. It's on Dead Money, right?
It's on Dead Money. Dead Money is still on PokerGo if you guys want to check that out.
Do you like when I host and I cover your Dead Money poster?
I don't get like it's clear the way the shot's set up. You should be sitting between the posters. That's why they're there.
Yeah, but like, it's my show when I'm on.
That's fine.
So I'll do it.
You are a part of these documentaries.
I know, but what I'm gonna do, Berk, next time I sit there is I'm just gonna take the posters down.
All right.
And just put like
put the threshold.
Dominican,
The threshold,
the Dominican
the paint
flag
threshold,
just comes on.
Yeah,
Like,
and the paint
The Dominican
threshold
flag
poster.
is long gone, buddy.
dude, Nick Howard, I'm gonna find you, bro. He took my fucking Dominican flag. I don't know what he did to it. It's probably on top of a mountain somewhere. Like, when he goes to do his fucking rituals, like he takes the Dominican flag with him. He thinks he's gonna give
Maybe
him
he
some
conquered a mountain in honor of the
he thinks
Dominican
he's gonna give him
Republic.
some sort of Dominican superpower, bro. Papi, eso no te va a ayudar. Eso no te va a ayudar. Nothing's gonna help you, bro. Anyway,
All right, let's get to the main
there's more.
dish.
There's
man.
more to the show.
What do you mean?
This show never ends.
Big news.
All right, what's the big news?
Seiver accepted the rematch. 1.6 million
Oh baby.
is on the line between Seiver and Hellmuth.
I'm not gonna go against Hellmuth, bro. He's gonna find a way. I don't know how he's
Bro,
gonna
he
do it.
stinks.
Yeah, but you said they both stink.
No, I'm back on the Seiver train.
Of course you are, because you want a bracelet.
I think he's motivated now.
He's
I
gonna
don't
win
think he's going to
another
take it
one.
lightly.
Yeah.
He's third in chips in the 50K on my fantasy team.
Bro,
by
it's
the way,
day 2. It's a 3-day
there's
event.
there are
Relax.
only 36 people left. You're bragging about your guy with 122 people left.
36 people left in a 50K means that registration's still open.
What? Doesn't matter. Nobody else is
So
registering
it's
that.
for the deuce to 7.
Huh?
Registration is still open for the deuce to 7.
I
I
don't-
believe.
don't-
Thank you, Conrad.
I
Thank
believe it's
you.
open until day 2.
Thank
All right,
Okay,
but
it's
all
definitely
jokes-
not, and stop poo-pooing on my parade. There's
all
no
jokes aside,
1500s where day 2
No,
jokes
registers
aside,
open.
though.
Seiver's the favorite.
Time out. fuck all that other shit. 1.6 is a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. That's
Only
the first
800
time we've
apiece.
crossed $1 million.
It's
Yeah.
less than $1 million apiece.
Listen, you're moving markets too? What the hell's going on?
It's a lot of Bitcoin Latinum. A lot of Bitcoin
It's
Latinum.
infinite coins.
Is a lot.
All right, let's actually get to some real substance though. Okay, 1.6 million. That's the biggest heads-up match we've probably seen ever, right? On
At
a
least
stage.
televised.
Yeah, on a stage.
Yeah.
Do we think the people are gonna tune in with this level of money, like more people than the usual?
Yes. Well,
I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. It's on PokerGo, so we don't really know the viewership.
Well, what I'm trying to say is like basically is. Do more people that have PokerGo are going to tune in for the match? And if people that don't have
if what you're
PokerGo,
asking is, will I watch? I'm not sure.
You'll probably watch because it's 1.6.
I didn't watch the last one.
You watched.
I watched 10 minutes. I was so mad. I was so mad. I watched Scott check down 5 high 3 times and I couldn't fucking breathe. I'm just like, that's it. I'm out. I can't take this anymore.
How much did they play for the first time?
Hold on. Let's start from the
400.
beginning. Okay. There was one time that one of these heads-up matches happened and it broke the very server.
I think the very first one.
Right. So was that who was that? Was that
D-Negs and Hellmuth?
D-Negs, yeah.
D-Negs? No.
Yeah.
Was it Antonio went first?
Who went first? Yeah. Him and Antonio went first.
So the first one broke the system.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So now, ever since then, it's kind of been on like a slow decline. Maybe, I don't know. It's weird.
I think the D-Negs hype was real.
D-Negs hype was real.
I'm not sure about the Durr match. I feel like nobody cared. I feel like nobody cared about Durr. Nobody definitely cared about Nick Wright.
Right. I mean,
no offense. Shout out my man Nick Wright. Like, I wish he would have. He played fine.
Well,
I wish he would have won.
Okay.
But nobody cared.
And now we're crossing the 1 million for the first time. My question, again, is if the people that have PokerGo are going to tune in, and do we think they'll get new subs for people that just want to watch?
You know what I think that they should
match?
do? Here's what I think that they should do. I think that they should live stream it on YouTube and then edit it down for PokerGo.
Yeah, that seems. And then take down the YouTube one.
Probably not, because they'll just monetize the shit out of it.
Okay.
I mean, I would assume that they could easily get 1 million views on YouTube.
Yeah, it's $1 million, over $1.5 million match. That's a lot of.
That's a lot of Latinum, bro. That's a lot of.
Do we know all the details of it, like how long it's going to be, and
it's always super long.
Well, yeah, the structures change, right? Like Hellmuth kind of gets to call like what type of structure he wants.
Really?
I think. I'm not positive of this.
It's so long.
It is super long.
They're playing 5-10.
Yeah. They're playing 5-10 for real money.
For the next 10 years.
800,000 effective.
No lie. These things take 8-10 hours.
Well, they have to especially take a long time with Hellmuth, because like he starts limping at like 150 bigs.
Yeah. And then they're just capping it at a certain number of hands?
No, man. It plays until they win.
Or until someone wins it all.
15 hours.
Yeah.
So someone wins it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the blinds go up every...
You've been tuning in, huh?
No. That's why I'm asking questions. There's probably people in this...
Are you going to watch this one? Are you going to watch this one?
Listen, there's people in the chat that don't probably know as less than I do. So I'm
it's a heads up sit and go.
It's a
heads up sit and go. The blinds go up like every 20 minutes or so.
And it's just Hellmuth obnoxiously eating the whole time too. And they do like slow-mo of it. Every time he eats.
Okay,
and it's not like...
I do remember seeing those.
It's not like
clips.
something where it's not going to stick on your hand. It's always like a greasy chicken sandwich, and he bites into it so obnoxiously.
He literally gets
like,
paid every single thing he does.
Yeah, he brought like
Dude, you gotta
brought like
show
a
him
50-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Oh my god.
The chopstick life hack.
Yeah.
Keep those fingers
all
clean.
Those things he brings, he's sponsored.
Yeah,
from all of them. That's a genius. He might be free rolling the match with all the sponsorships he has.
Honestly, like he wins, man. He wins. I want to set up my career the way he has. Like he just gets to play nosebleeds against what he deems to be marks anytime he fucking wants for infinite money. Like he has all the sponsorships. He can't lose. Look at this. He's a disgusting human being. He is absolutely disgusting. Somebody put this pig in his place.
This guy's having the time of his life, man. He's literally eating. He's like playing. Like, you know when back in the day when we used to play online?
Don't
like,
stop this, Guapo. Oh yeah, this is what I want.
He knows.
I want the sandwiches that he eats. Did we get to that?
And here you have Daniel, who's vegan and shit, like meditating and everything. And it doesn't matter, bro. Like, this guy, he's listening to Drake. He's fine.
He stinks, man.
He's playing for 1.6.
Oh, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart.
Put some respect on that man's name, bro. That's
he's great at what he does. He's a showman.
The king of pocket nines, baby.
He's an absolute showman. Nobody sells themselves better than Hellmuth. He's one of the best tournament players in poker any generation.
Ever.
The
greatest WSOP player of all time.
Yes.
But man, this guy, when it comes to cash and no limit hold'em heads up, he fucking stinks, bro. He stinks to high heaven.
What do you think he does well, though?
I think I just said he sells himself well. He plays tournaments really well. He's the king of, I don't know, the
You
spotlight.
ever played NBA 2K?
Yeah.
Okay, you know when like you get the attributes or whatever?
Yeah.
What's his like? What is his attributes? Like, okay,
Okay, so
He can dodge
he's a
bullets.
99 in ICM, I think. Like a 99, bro. He's making no mistakes. He's getting it in good.
because he's always short. Like I can't imagine he plays the big stack well when it comes.
No, he don't play the big stuff. Okay, so
But he never has it, so it's okay.
right. So aggression factor is probably like
2.
yeah, like nothing.
Right.
like it's like you know when you have a Shaq and they put speed, it's
Yeah.
like nothing.
Yeah.
Like, no speed.
Yeah, healthiest aggression factor is equivalent to like Shaq's free throw ability.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
literally just
But
shows free
power,
throw off.
Shaq power, 99.
Yeah.
Like, this is ICM,
Okay,
99.
Yeah. Well,
does
you
it?
can't give him 99 because he definitely doesn't understand ICM. He just does
Okay.
a lot of conservative things well.
Okay, conservative, 99.
Yeah, fine.
Self-awareness,
0. Self-promotion, 99.
99. Sponsorship, 99. Bro, this guy, he's good, bro.
He's an absolute legend.
Game selection, 99.
for sure. For
That's
sure.
incredible.
Look, Scott's going to rip his head off this time. I'm so confident that he awoken the beast. Scott can be very good. Scott is very intelligent. He took him lightly. He checked down 5 high 3 times. You can't do that. He's not going to do it this time. No. Not going to do it this time. He sees the errors of his ways. He is going to wreck Hellmuth this time around.
It sounds
you
like
heard
our
it here
bet
first.
is in order here. I mean,
I just don't bet against Tom Brady, man. Like, it sucks. He just always wins, bro. It
that's
doesn't
what I'm
matter
saying.
how old Tom Brady.
You're on Hellmuth's side. He's on Seiver's side. I think there's something.
I gotta
there
get
has to be
odds
some
because
sort of wager.
You got to get odds?
Of course, you just said it.
The man's won like 14 of 15.
Don't try to fool
Dude,
me, bro.
99 ICM, and you're gonna.
No. There's no ICM heads up.
I know.
Don't tell him that. Want him to stop limping.
That's the thing, though. Scott Seiver, it's interesting. His career is very interesting
How so?
because
He played a lot of heads up. He came up through the heads up streets.
Did he?
Yeah,
Online?
it was just, 15
Obviously.
years ago. And back then, checking down 5 high was kind of okay.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Scott
obviously,
just needs to redline him to death.
incredible legends, but it's hard to redline people
No,
when they
it's
just
not.
fucking limp.
It's not.
He limps aces. He limps ace king.
Lit him. You don't get those hands very often.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, what's so bad about it? You get to play a 2 big blind pot when you're out of position. Then you get to play a 7 big blind pot when you're in position.
They all been doing that though.
No, they haven't. That's why I'm mad.
You don't think Durr was raising?
Durr beat him.
Durr did beat him one time. That's true.
This is why I'm mad. Everybody's doing it wrong, man.
He puts you to sleep, man.
Yeah, he lulls them to sleep. He's like, let's play some limpy limps. And then like
The guy's an anaconda, bro.
next
He
thing you
just,
know,
like-
you're overbetting 3 straight streets post flop.
I'm gonna call Phil Hellmuth the anaconda, bro. That guy's straight up just like he just sneaks on you, then like real quick just wraps you. It feels like a nice little, and then all of a sudden before you know you're fucking dead. Apex, baby.
King Kong, Apex Predator.
Fucking anaconda.
That interview was actually great. It seems so manufactured and so rehearsed, but Nick's reaction to it, whenever he was just like, "What do you think?" Nick is just like, "I don't know, bro. You're a fucking animal." Like, what
is it gonna
this?
be? What do you think? Is it gonna break the server?
No. Unfortunately, Scott isn't.
Scott's not Antonio.
Scott's not Antonio, which is weird to say because,
Antonio's-
like,
Scott was on a lot of televised stuff though. back in
yeah,
the day.
he was,
A
and he has
lot.
like some of the most epic televised moments.
Yeah.
And also like he's super likable. He talks shit, and he's very good at the game.
But the machine didn't work for Scott like it worked for Antonio back in the day. The
Right.
machine worked for Durr, Antonio, Negreanu, Ivy, and Phil Hellmuth.
Yeah, I think that's true. Like,
And a little bit of Patrick Antonius.
like Seiver is a very good poker player and is known as one. Antonio's the magician.
Exactly.
He's branded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
Hellmuth is the brat.
those
He's branded.
3 guys. I always put these three together. You know, Scott, Ike, and Seiver. I'm sorry, Scott, Dan Smith, and Ike.
Well, Ike and Scott were college roommates.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that makes
at
sense.
Brown.
Yeah.
But they always seem to be together. They're obviously extremely good, but the machine never worked for them. Like they just were always like, yeah, these guys are good, and then they let them be. They never.
I think
they never
they were
promoted
just,
them.
Yeah, I think like Durr is just an outlier.
Everyone loved Durr.
I think they also casted them as like the villains a lot of the times. Like I can think of. Do you remember that?
Scott? Yeah,
Scott for sure.
Scott for sure. Like the 2-4 hand with oh god, it's Tilly's husband.
Oh, Phil Locke.
Phil Locke, yeah. Phil Locke, he had like 2-4 against Seiver's aces, and then Seiver just blows up when the board's like ace 3-5.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah,
It's just
I do remember
it
that.
was
That
always
on
moments like that where Seiver is just like,
a blow up. Yeah,
what's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the Jungle Man blow up when he accused him of angling.
Like angling. Yeah, I remember that too. It was like Europe or whatever, party poker or something.
Yeah, I think because Seiver's so emotional, like he got lumped in with Vanessa a lot in that regard. And like we love to see it, but he just didn't get the same level of fanfare. Well, I mean, whatever. Nobody from that generation did. That's why I said Durr's just an outlier.
Durr was an outlier because he played so different.
He was also the face of Full Tilt for a long time.
That was he was the face of poker before Full Tilt though. Yeah. Because there was a bidding war. No, there was a bidding war, a huge bidding war between Stars and Full Tilt to get him.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, "Oh, we want that." Obviously, when the machine starts working for Durr, he even blows up even bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, there was a bidding war, like, and people just Durr was an outlier because he played a different style too. It was like he just 4-bet the Jack 10 off versus Hellmuth and just ran like unreal, just like turn strips. What? Here we go. So it was nice to see, but man, I'm sad that he's different now.
Yeah, I don't think that really happened thereafter, even though there was a bunch of named pros all throughout the early 2000s. I think Mercier is like as close as you saw to a younger face kind of representing an entire brand. But he was so overshadowed by Negreanu.
Yeah, and also, the thing is that the young pros, when they got into high stakes poker, which was like obviously the biggest name ever at the time, they played so like, they didn't play like Durr, right? So Phil Galfond got in, right? And he played so boring, unfortunately for him, that they didn't invite him for day 2.
Yeah.
Like they just like didn't invite him. Like he had a 2-day slate and didn't get invited day 2. Then Brian Townsend got a chance to play and he played well, but it wasn't entertaining, right? Mercier played well, got wrecked because he did that whole ace-4 thing. That didn't work. Man. Don't try to get Ivy to fold when Ivy's sitting with $1 million. Like, what is wrong with you? Just don't do that, man. Then Ivy just broke his soul. He's like, just once. We're running once. Like, God damn.
I remember that hand.
That hurt. That had to hurt. Here it is.
I don't remember if I had a piece of this or not, but I remember the hand very well.
You know, he was doing the ace-4 thing before the ace-4 thing became a thing.
Yeah. No, didn't he just flat pre?
Well, Ivy flat, but then the squeeze came.
That's right. That's right.
Ivy's not, dude. This is Phil Ivey, bro. He literally could read through that fucking hat.
Wait, how? Guapo, did you find this on YouTube?
Oh, this is
wow.
Dude, Guapo's,
yeah, you shouldn't play this that long because we're gonna get a copyright strike for this.
Yeah.
I thought that's weird that it's on YouTube. I thought PokerGo owned all the rights to that.
Yeah, this is the shady version, bro. It's like somebody got it from the got it.
No, it could be on PokerGo's YouTube now. I'm not sure.
That was a famous hand, though.
Anyway, yeah, what ended up happening was J Merce gets all in by the turn, repping the aces.
Yeah.
He had half aces.
He said, I should have just waited for aces. He said that in the thing. It's true. It's true. That's how the Nits win, man. They just wait for it.
It's true.
Just wait for the aces. And then, of course, then Phil Hellmuth made this guy famous. Dude, Phil Hellmuth makes people famous, bro.
Go on.
Tell me you don't remember the idiot from Northern Europe.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I don't know his name, but he's the idiot from Northern Europe.
Well, that's the thing. He's not famous because we don't know his name.
But if I see him, I know who it is.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't even know what I'll call him. I'll be like, Northern Europe. I won't call him an idiot. But you remember his face. Everyone remembers his face. So it's like, dude, Phil Hellmuth out there, he's like a rapper, bro. He makes women famous. He makes everybody famous. Bro, Nick
I don't know why this reminded me, but have you seen the new comedy special that it's on Netflix by Pete Davidson?
No, I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, go ahead.
Bro, he just opens the entire show, like the first 15-minute set he does is all about Kanye. And he goes,
Stop.
He leads with this joke where he's like, I had an AIDS scare last year. And I know what you're thinking. Like, what's your life like, Pete? You sharing needles? You having a bunch of unprotected sex? Nah. Kanye told me I had AIDS. When I called my doctor, it's like, this guy's Jesus. He might know. I don't know.
This guy's Jesus. Yeah, this guy's Jesus is funny, bro.
That's fucking great.
Damn, that's funny. Oh, yeah, he also made Ruthless famous.
Oh, yeah.
It was an aggressive call. It's an aggressive call.
That was the same, that people don't know probably the hand we're talking about, but it was a main event hand with Ruthless and Hellmuth on the feature table. Mm-hmm. It was Ace Queen versus something.
It was
Queen 10 suited.
Eights versus Queen 10 suited.
That's right.
Yeah.
Eights versus Queen 10 suited. Ruthless
Queen 10 o'clock.
Raise called a 3-bet.
No, I don't even think that's what happened. I think it just went raise call.
No way. It was a single raise pot?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's just people didn't call with Queen 10 before, bro.
Sure. Okay. Anyway, Ruthless ends up beating him in this pot, and Hellmuth just like gives him the tongue lashing of a lifetime. But that same series,
Mm-hmm.
or I guess like that same sequence of the produced final version, also had the hand with JRB getting knocked out.
Oh,
Where
runner.
he gets it all in with Ace King.
The bye-bye hand?
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
He rejams like Ace King, I think, and this guy just like looks him up with 8-7 off.
Yeah.
Or something along those
Something
lines.
wild.
And JRB's like calling cards, he's like, keep it low or whatever. Like it comes like Ace. Oh man, I wish I could remember the texture. It was like Ace Jack.
The guy turned the gutter.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
double gutter.
Oh.
It was like Ace Jack 5 maybe, and the turn was.
Chat says it's Ace Queen versus 9-10 versus 10-9 offsuit.
Okay, yeah. Ace Queen versus 10-9. That's what it was. Anyway, it comes to Ace High, and JRB thinks he flopped them dead. He's like, that's what I'm talking about. And then the turn comes and gives the guy a double gutter. Or maybe just a gut shot. I can't recall.
I think it was just a gut shot.
Yeah, and JRB like doesn't see it. He starts counting out his chips, and Ruthless goes, he has a gut shot. And the guy just looks at him stone cold in the face and goes, bye-bye.
Look how nasty that board was, bro. Ace Jack 5.
Right, okay.
7.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro,
Okay, yeah.
and I would think he's dead too. Ace Jack 5. You see 10-9, you're like, oh, he's dead. Like
Yeah.
7, 8. Like what?
But when he says bye-bye to you,
That's so
how do you
dirty,
feel?
bro.
Like he
you're
just
dead.
has,
You know you're dead.
he has
You know
the
you're dead.
realization, like Ruthless points out to him that he's not actually 100% to win. And he has this realization of like, oh, you have outs. And as he makes eye contact with the guy just looks at him stone cold like he's 100% to win and just goes, bye-bye.
That was incredible.
And it's like, so I've already called off with 10-9 off to begin with. You just know that you're never losing
You know,
the hand.
Houston was in the box.
JRB's
for sure,
face
dog.
too. That was the longest exit for JRB. It was
Yeah.
so sick.
Man.
There's another hand where the guy, I don't remember the hand anymore now, but it was something like it was a runner, and the guy, his arms like this, and he goes,
Oh, it was Carter. It was Carter Gill. He got it all in versus, I think.
I never saw that.
Yeah, it was Ace Queen versus Ace 10. I think he got all in versus Gaucho.
Oh, I do remember the Gaucho hand.
it's
That
funny,
was
I just tell you
dirty.
the hand movement, and you know exactly what it is.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, please. Fast forward
It
this.
is top 2.
That's so.
Oh, yeah.
It is top 2, and like Preddy's ultimately calls off.
He says you have Ace Queen too. You like.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
His reaction afterwards is classic, though.
Born in Madras, Oregon. I
Fast
can't
forward
even
this.
find that out.
Like,
This is Jay Farber.
I just want to.
That was the year Jay Farber got second.
That's so dirty, bro. Yo, that's just deflated right
That's fucking hilarious.
It's a GIF out there somewhere.
there. Bro, that's incredible, bro. Bro,
Nobody knows the heartbreak, man. Nobody fucking I felt that. I absolutely felt that hand fall. Man, nobody knows the pain of running deep in these events and all the hopium that you have.
Fucking 10-6 of diamonds.
Yeah, let's find that one.
10.
Where did that card
come from?
There was a day we were playing in Ivy's room. We were playing, I think we were playing like 3-6-12. This was a while ago, and I think, man, who loved to just bust JRB's balls more than anyone else? There was some VIP in town from LA like that was making the game fun, like particularly fun, and Adam Blazarian, Blitz's brother, like just loved giving JRB the shit. And somehow the game like broke for 30 minutes as we went through JRB's low light reel. So we're literally going through TV hands where he just gets giga-fucked. And it culminated in the bye-bye hand. So for like 30 minutes, we're running through YouTube, just scrubbing through JRB's worst moments, and he's just suffering through it like, okay, guys, like, real fucking funny. And then finally he just gets the bye-bye.
That's dirty, bro. JRB did have a lot of.
There were so many. It was endless. I didn't think we were ever going to play again.
He ran bad for a long time.
I feel his pain, man.
That's all because of Phil Hellmuth. Look at all this whole discussion right here. Mm-hmm. It's because of Phil Hellmuth.
Yep, that's right.
It's incredible, bro.
It's true.
You might not even be around in 5 years. You might not even be around in 5 years, Berkey.
How did that not like just get thrown about more whenever he finally played Durr heads up?
That should have been thrown. That would have been good marketing. And that was legendary. And then, the little part that people don't remember is the money that Durr pulled out of his pocket. Like, it must have been like, I don't know. It was a lot of money in just cranberries.
Yeah.
Like, after the match is over, it was like, it was standard, Phil. It was standard. Pocket 10, standard, all in pre-flop. And then he just pulls out the money. He's like, just all cranberries. He's like, let's play heads up. Let's play heads up. How many tables you want? And I'm just like, that's a lot of money, bro. Just nobody remembers that, bro.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, it was
Holy
right at
shit.
the end. He just was like, he's like, bang, just all crayons. And I'm like,
Cranberries are 25, right?
Yeah.
That was back when
Jesus
he
Christ.
said you might not be around in 5 years or whatever?
yeah, that was the same match.
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't a match.
Well, it was the
heads up, NBC heads up
Oh,
championship.
yeah. You're right.
He
You're
ran
right.
tens into aces.
Tens into aces, of course.
Oh
Aces.
God, because I didn't know what cranberries were back then. You know, I didn't know what color that was.
I did, but only because I played with the Bellagio
Fucking
Bandit.
no,
He was offering me one. He was offering me a
25K?
cranberry for
There's still a certain amount of skepticism
that he was then going to steal from me in a stairwell later, I promise.
The Bellagio Bandits, he's a fish.
Tony, I do bad things.
But you know him?
No, I
He
played
played
with
in the
him.
games too.
We played with him, yeah.
Yeah. We were all there. It was me, him, and Billy, DJAF.
He robbed the Suncoast first. I was in that
snitched
game.
on him?
No. Look, here's the sequence of events. He robbed the Suncoast, which was a game that we routinely played.
Me and Phil Collins were there, and Phil was under the table.
Well, man's like, I've been robbed before. I know how this goes.
I'm like, he didn't even flash a gun. Like, relax, guys.
Didn't Hollis
He
claim?
didn't rob us. He just robbed the
Didn't
cashier.
Hollis claim that he ran out the back door after him?
Yeah, exactly.
30 minutes later, after he was long gone.
Yeah.
There's the
Well, yeah,
thing.
he had his
It's common knowledge.
Kane.
Common knowledge. If the thief comes in and he's wearing a mask, you're good. If he's not wearing a mask, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
fucked.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
Because he doesn't care if you.
No, yeah. If you
Yeah.
see his face, then you're fucked.
Yeah.
But if he just comes in with the mask,
It's
you're good.
okay.
Wasn't this guy wearing like a pig or something?
No, he's wearing his motorcycle helmet.
Motorcycle helmet. Yeah.
But it happened twice, right?
It was like, well, yeah. So the Suncoast first.
So the Suncoast was his test run to see if it would work. He got away with it. Stole like, I don't know, 75,000 or something like that.
No,
from them.
way less.
Way less?
Way less. It was like
30K.
yeah, maybe.
I mean, you guys are running a 5-10 game. There's money there. So whatever. He steals it. A couple days later, he then hits up Bellagio for like 1.7 million, and like
All in chips.
all in chips, and like half of it was in cranberries. And the rumors floating around were that the cranberries had RFIDs in them.
That shit not true.
I don't think it's true either. So the idea was that it was trackable, but what is true is that they're difficult to wash, even if that's not the case.
Even today they are.
Yeah, so it's like you have to have some record of play. You have to be able to like
He
kind
was
of
living at the Bellagio.
Yeah, this is
Living,
what's wild.
playing
So
in
this is what's
poker,
wild.
Playing in the poker room.
So dude has like
flashing money.
dude has like $1 million in small chips, right? in small Bellagio chips.
Yeah.
Gets a fucking suite at the Bellagio. Gambling on the floor.
Yeah.
Playing poker everywhere.
House money.
So he's like washing.
Legit house money, bro.
He's like washing all the 5Ks and 1Ks now through like these smaller games or whatever, swapping them out for cash. He's literally cashing out the cage like daily, coming to the Palms to play in our 5-10-10 game or 5-10-20 game, whatever.
Nugget at the time.
Well, what?
Oh, yeah,
So,
maybe it was
so it
Palms,
started
too.
at the Palms.
That's right.
He's like literally doing blow in the bathroom every 20 minutes. Like has girls with him, everything else. Losing like 10 to 20K in this smallish game. We're all reaping the rewards. It all culminates and we run a big game at the Golden Nugget. So we run a 5-10 or a 10-20-40 game maybe. A Golden Nugget uncapped. So it's me, LaManna, DJF, Billy.
Banana 10-20-40. Let's go.
Let's go.
I knew we were in a good spot. It was Billy, DJAF, this kid DJ that we used to play with a bunch back then, and then just like a few other randos. And we get shorthanded. It's like, I don't know, 5 a.m., something like that. And the Bellagio Bandit has now lost his last of 60K or so. And we're just all fucking flush. Billy has piles, I have piles. And he's in between Billy and I. And he pulls out like 4 cranberries.
Wow.
And he looks at us and he goes, would either of you be interested in buying these at a discount? And at the time, like, I didn't have any play at high stakes. Like, this was the biggest I'd played. So, like, there was no way I was touching a cranberry. But I also just instantly knew.
Yeah.
We had already suspected. But, like, now I instantly confirmed. This guy's the Bellagio Bandit. I'm just like, no shot, right?
That's fucking wild.
So the game ends up breaking because he can't get any more money. And him and his posse are just kind of like lingering around outside. Mm-hmm. Come to find out later that they ended up following someone, I think from that game, into the stairwell and beating the shit out of him for like 15K.
Nah, it's because he said some shit. They thought that dude was gonna snitch. That's why they beat the shit out of him.
Nah,
you good for keeping your mouth shut, dog.
No,
Yeah, it sounds like the adult version of Home Alone.
Yeah. And so like to end the story, the way he got caught was he tried to wash the cranberry chips on 2+2 for him.
That's so the biggest snitches.
God.
Literally, you go to the biggest snitches in the world. Like, what are you talking about, bro? These guys are gonna snap call the Bellagio floor like, hey, I got the Bellagio Bandit.
I got the Bellagio Bandit.
So there's a couple of things that happened.
He trying to beat up my friend.
Number one, he put a cranberry in a Salvation Army tin as a donation.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Then he's
like Ali.
Then he creates this account, Ocean Spray 25, on 2+2, and he's trying to wash cranberry chips, basically saying like if anybody's in Vegas and wants to buy cranberries, I need to get rid of them. I'll sell them at a discount, yada yada. Well, after he put the cranberry in the Salvation Army tin, they were kind of like onto him. And at this point, like informants had met with the FBI or whatever, and they created a 2+2 account. They were monitoring the whole thing. They set up the sting. So they show up to do the exchange or whatever, and they nail his ass.
Yeah. They said they were like, meet me in the bathroom or something like that.
Snitches.
Something like that.
Something like, oh yeah, meet me in the bathroom. We'll do the exchange, and then they arrested his ass.
How long did they go to jail for?
I think he just got out. Actually,
Wow.
It was like 5-10 years, something like that. Yeah.
It was, his dad was a judge.
5 to 10.
Or his stepdad was a judge.
Let's get him on the pod.
He did
Talk about how this happened.
He actually did an interview from jail. I remember watching it or reading it. I can't remember if it was audio or written, but it was pretty interesting. It seems like a crime he could have gotten away with.
Yeah, of course.
If he wanted to
keep it. Who the fuck goes to 2+2, bro?
Well, it's not that. It's that he dusted off all of the money that he could have just cashed out.
Yeah. And
Right?
if
Like he could have
did it
just gotten away
slowly-
with it and made like $700K.
Yeah.
But instead he like fucked off $700K and then wanted the extra $1 million.
Yeah.
And he's like, what am I going to do with all these cranberry chips, you know?
Yeah.
2+2, man.
It's wild.
That's the wrong place.
It forced them to...
I wonder if there's like a statute of limitations on that too, where he could just wait 10 years and then cash.
Well, no, they changed the chips
They changed the
immediately.
chips.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
Yeah, but it's like...
And they stopped taking Bellagio chips. They used to take Bellagio chips coast to coast.
Everywhere. It
You
was
could go
like,
to Borgata and
might as well be
swap
cash.
a Bellagio chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I had a measly $200 in chips from the MGM, the one in DC. And I tried to change it at Borgata, and they wouldn't do it. I tried to change it at Aria, they wouldn't do it. I'm like, it's $200, man. Sean, take it. Just take it.
We know. We know. We got it at the house.
We do?
Yeah.
See?
We've been trying to pawn it amongst one another to see who was going to go there first.
You want it for $150?
No, I don't want it for anything. What do you mean? I got it for free.
He said he was sentenced to 3 to 11 years.
Oh, okay. It was part of the charge for cleaning up your room.
I still have a gold chain in there.
Yeah, that's what you think.
No, I need it. I need it. That was a gift from my mom. I'll fucking kill y'all.
Pawn shop down in Pawn Stars. You have to go take it
go
up
talk
with
to Rick down at Pawn Stars.
Yeah, you have to go take it up with
It's
Chum.
all fun and games till your dog is missing, bro.
With Chum Lee. That's fine as long as you take Rudy.
Aw. Fucking chop off the head of the snake.
Oh man, send a real message. That's right. Put the head of the snake.
I can't
in the
believe
bed.
he went to 2+2, man. That is the worst place. I still can't believe it. I can't wrap my head around that. Bro, you going to the snitches.
He was on a drug bender, man. He wasn't in his right
That guy
mind.
had a great month. I'll say that. Like,
Yeah.
whatever month that was that he had a great
He
month.
had a month.
By
For
the way,
sure.
was the camera always in this shot? No, go back.
What?
It's in the bottom left, right?
Nah,
No.
Berkey fucked some shit up.
What are you talking about?
The camera is in the bottom left. You're like, oh, the camera's not in shot. Amazing.
Oh, I can't see it.
No,
It blends in.
it's that big thing.
Oh,
Yep.
it's blurred.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody noticed it until you brought it up.
Yeah,
now we
why
can't
are
unsee
you
it.
always shitting on our product? You own a part of this company. This guy goes out of his way
Okay,
to just
no,
be
no,
like,
no, no, no.
Landon sucks on camera. Have you ever seen somebody worse on camera? By the way, go watch his course.
That's not what I said.
That's how he took it.
Well, yeah, he can take it however he wants. I don't give a shit. But me and Guapo set that camera up. It was not in shot. You come in 30 minutes late.
Okay.
Just switch it over. Yeah, Guapo, set that shit up.
I can move it a quarter of an inch back and it'll be, no, wrong way.
No.
Definitely
it's
wrong
definitely
way.
more in the way now.
For sure, wrong way.
No, there's no use in fixing it right now. It's fucked. We're all
It's
dead.
fine. The reason why I had to correct your shot was,
And then Chin even said, like, yo, these guys just spent a ton of time trying to fix this shot. You come in and you just fuck it up. And you're like, no, I'm perfect. And then
Look, it's perfect now.
hey, production guy,
Oh my
if
God.
you're gonna come at me about the shot, at least utilize the borders correctly.
Yo, Berkey's tight.
Don't
Berkey's
just
tight
have
right now.
don't just have all four corners of the bad bitches only sign hanging out like it's nobody's business.
I am a bad bitch, though. And we're trying to have the spirit of Melissa in here. It's been
R.I.P.
so.
I loved when
yo,
the mic
we
went
haven't
dead
talked
and
about
Berkey was
relationships
snapping
since.
his fingers around.
That's how you check.
I thought you were just ordering us around.
No, I was going like this to see if it was live.
I thought you were just
It was
ordering,
better than talking over
I thought you were just
someone.
ordering Andre to fix your stuff. You were just like, Andre, your time is now. Fix me. Whatever.
Like Andre was here.
Oh, shit. Bro, my man is coming at you hard, man.
Oh,
Burke's gonna get choked out. He's gonna get choked out hard.
I ain't no bitch.
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
All right, the pod's been canceled.
Yeah, we're
That's
done.
gonna be
We're
it for
canceled
today.
every day, dude. We're
Every
canceled
day.
Every day.
Just put
All
us
right,
on
what
the
you guys
cancel
got for today? What are you guys playing?
list. Nothing. Off day.
Oh,
What?
that's good.
How are you off every day?
What do you mean?
There's a 2,200 at the Wynn, 1,100 at Venetian.
There's a $200 tournament South Point, and I will be there. 75K guaranteed. Starts in
Wow,
20
that's-
minutes.
I've
Pretty sick.
graduated from the minors. I don't go to these minor league ballparks anymore. Okay?
Wow.
How are you gonna say you're a tournament pro and you know you can't
You're
just
a
come over,
tournament
you
pro.
can't come
Look,
to the
it's a
NTT
slow
world.
transition, okay? I'm not accustomed to this yet. I'm not born into the hustle. I'm used to getting a phone call and saying, show up to this game at this time.
It's all right, Burke. Enjoy your day off.
No, man. Two different
Also,
venues.
tomorrow's a 3K6 max, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't miss it for my life.
Right.
Okay.
God,
So it's mainly you two.
I'm playing. Fuck that.
Brian, you're playing the 200 at the South Point, and you're playing 2,200?
No, I'm playing the 11 at Venetian.
11 what?
1,100.
What,
at
you don't think you're
Venetian.
going to pluck that mystery bounty?
I'm trying to bag the Venetian today, and then maybe I'll find my way over there the next day. You never know.
I see.
Did y'all see Conrad's tournament receipts?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
what
That was strong.
Oh, well,
Bro.
they do give you 3 receipts per tournament.
No, I don't think those
in
are-
WSOP.
I threw away all the extra.
No, there was a lot of
receipts.
not valids in there. And,
I
I guess.
threw away
It's on
Oh, you
every
have to
It's
give
not
the
valid
one
is the
receipt.
one you
so you're
keep,
down to
right?
2, yeah.
I only have one there.
You played like 300 events already in 10 days.
I've played a decent amount of tournaments.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, that was strong.
I
respect it, though.
How long is that tab?
How long is it? We should actually have an update number of the tab every day.
We should. You want to know why? Because I don't know what it is.
I know what it is.
I just keep saying it's 10K, but like it never gets added.
A floating number above his head.
I know exactly what.
Just at the beginning of the show, just like owes 12,000, owes 12,500, and then the day it goes down, like owes 11. We're like, yeah.
You know? And it's like owes 25.
Nah, we can't do that, bro. We ain't snitching.
Oh man. All right.
We out of here?
We're out of here. We'll be back tomorrow. Melissa will be joining us in studio. Young Landon Tice. Huh?
Can I take the day off that Melissa's back?
Jesus, how lazy.
What do you mean lazy? I've been here every day at 10 a.m.
So have we.
No. Berkey got here at 11.
I had to do the thumbnail.
So she's back.
Yeah, which I won't have to do anymore. So I'll be here at 10.
Perfect.
We'll get to it tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
We're never gonna make money.
Never gonna make money. Never gonna make money. Never gonna fucking.
Look, the crew will be back tomorrow in full force. Hopefully, Landon won't be here because he's going to be at the final table. Otherwise,
same time tomorrow, guys.
11-ish
to 11:30.
11-ish. What do you say? I have a vet appointment at 2, so we'll probably be closer to on time tomorrow. Got to get Gatsby's butthole checked. Dark days.
Oh man,
dark days.
He's such a good boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Later.
Peace.